Welcome to Ryan's Lost Media. Alright, so to start off with this review, Expendables 4, Megan Fox, her character. I've been reading other reviews, seeing other reviews of people saying she was horrible. Turns out she really is. Her character is the type of character that just starts arguments for no reason. Like, just to start arguments in a high-pitched volume noise, and it's like, just shut up. So almost every dialogue scene of hers was just high-pitched annoyance. Now, besides that, let's get to some bad parts, I guess, which was a lot of parts of the movie. CGI was, in fact, kind of crap. I thought there was going to be more 50 Cent. There wasn't really much 50 Cent. Kind of disappointed on that. They should have had more of the homie. This was Jason Statham's movie. That dude was kicking ass in this one. Plus, it's Jason Statham, right? That dude was cool. And also, spoilers possibly, that I think it was pretty dumb to have Sylvester Stallone fake his death halfway throughout the movie and then not come back until like the last 15 minutes on a random ass helicopter. And I was like, really, dude? You're going to fake your helicopter death and then you're going to come in the last 15 minutes just enough time to save Jason Statham? All right. And the fight scenes were kind of cool, especially with Tony Jaa, the dude from... And if you don't really remember Tony Jaa, he was from the Ong Bak Thai Warrior movies, which was pretty damn cool. He was so damn cool in that movie. And in this movie, Tony Jaa, I thought he wasn't going to be fighting because there's a moment where him and Jason Statham meet. Jason Statham is trying to get this boat to drive off to this bigger boat where all the action is going to, where his friends have been captured. And then they have a little fight scene, and I was like, oh shit, Tony Jaa he still got it, even though he's 47 years old. And then later on in the movie, he's like, I'm a peaceful person. I don't want to fight and kill no more. And then his character, you think, just leaves. But then later on, Tony Jaa comes back. He's got some face paint on. He's got his knife. He's doing his fighting moves. And yo, it was cool to see. I will admit, seeing Tony Jaa get down in this movie fight was pretty damn cool. Was it worth... Okay, the price I paid was $11. And did I get my $11 worth? Yeah. Because Jason Statham, the way he was killing me or murking these people was awesome. He was like, kind of like, oh, this guy might be a little bit threatening, you know what I mean? Tony Jaa's fight scenes were cool. And how Tony Jaa was teaming up briefly with this one woman who was able to use these type of like strings with sharp metal edges, and she'll like smack people and like cut off pieces of their face. Like when they teamed up, it was like some Mortal Kombat 1 cameo type stuff, you know what I mean? So that was cool. And also, one thing I want to talk about real quick is that they want to make this a new trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. But let's look at the budget for this movie. So this budget, Expendables 4, was $100 million. $100 million for an R-rated movie. That is a lot. That is having a lot of trust in your star power, but didn't really come through. And so far, as of this review, it's made $47.1 million. So at this point, I don't think there's going to be a 4, 5, and 6 because a lot of people are just not really digging this. I mean, it's sad to say, but these people are just, they might be past their prime in a box office sort of way. Like, not only are these people getting older, these 80s and 90s action stars, and some of them more modern, but the overall, like, their fan bases are like halfway gone already, dude. I mean, if these actors are already like 60, 50 years old, imagine their audience. They're like, what, 80, 90? Like, they're in retirement homes, bro. You're on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. You're on, you're a little juiced up. And your regular folk, they're in the hospitals, bro. Their family members are taking care of them because they can't even fully wipe their own ass. So it's like, damn. So the target audience of this movie is way off. All right, it's way off. But there are some people like me and people who are possibly viewing this who are like, you know what? I like watching action movies. Oh, this Sylvester Stallone. I like watching his movies. Get me pumped up to want to work out. They still have that a little bit. But it could be more if the scenes were just a little bit better in some sort of way. But like I said, Jason Statham kicks ass. Tony Jaa kicks ass. They're the only two memorable ones. Randy Couture shoots a pistol. He does the worst thing I hate to see in movies when people just take a piss in a movie scene and you just hear the actor's piss hitting something. Like, shut up. What else? Like, oh, Dolph Lundgren. Dude, I like his character because his character, he went sober. He was sober for like what, 10 years in the movie. And then right when you think his teammates are gonna die because they're getting shot up, they're getting like cornered, and he's like, he has a little flask, and Dolph is just like, F it, screw it. He starts chugging. Next thing you know, he takes off his glasses, he starts pulling out a sniper, and he starts getting 3-hit kills with 3 bullets. And it's like, oh shit. Like, I was like, all right. Like, if I was gonna die or something, I'd pull out a Swisher, I'd pull out a Dutch, I'd pull out a something, you know what I mean? I'll drink out of a flask with something in it, some tequila or something, some whiskey. Who knows? Maybe cross it together. Put a Four Loko in a flask and drink it before you go into a death match. Who cares? To each his own. So that's gonna be my review for the Expendables 4 movie. If you already have a Stallone collection, you have a Jason Statham collection, you have a Randy Couture best of fights, you have a Dolph Lundgren movie collection, like Tony Jaa movies. You also have all these actors that I haven't named yet that are in this movie. They should be. I say I wouldn't mind putting it in my 4K collection of expendable movies. I'll put it in there. Why not? Sometimes it's cool to have a little Stallone marathon session movie marathon. So this one might come in handy. And the villain of the movie, pretty forgetful. I mean, when it comes to expendable movies, part 2 is gonna be my favorite villain. I liked Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme was a villain, was pretty cool, and he had that slick black coat, looking like a I don't know. He looked like a Wesker. He had like a Wesker vibe, you know what I mean? But he just didn't have the blonde hair. So that's gonna be my review for Expendables 4. It was kind of mid. Do I think they're gonna have a trilogy? Absolutely, probably no. If they do make a part 2 and a 3 or a 5 and a 6, it's gonna be low budget as hell. I'm talking. I don't know. I'm not gonna say how much they might or may not make, but it's probably gonna be like a 40 million budget. $25 million budget for Expendables 5 and 6. Who knows? But yeah. Peace out.
Once again, I would like to say thank you for watching.